Alright, well, time for us to hop into a main mission. Let's do this. So you're just gonna eat that whole bag of bacon bites from Asda while we...
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that we've established the dynamic. Alright, so we're having ourselves a nice little chat here. This businessman has just turned up. That is so distracting. Oh no.
What?
You're gonna scare off everyone who has like misophonia. Who just doesn't like... Anyone who doesn't like listening to people eating. You have to leave now.
What? Just carry on.
Okay.
Just pretend I'm not here.
I guess like... Fucking hell. Oh god. This is the detective agency, isn't it? This is the cyber sleuth agency? Takumi's just sitting there eating crisps loudly and this guy's trying to talk. I have a case for you. It is I, the inept businessman. I'm very inept. I'm a client.
Well, don't come in at lunchtime.
We're busy eating. Come back in 15 minutes. Get that whole fucking bag of bacon bites. It's a big bag as well. Alright. Welcome to the Karemi Detective Agency. Tell us about your case. As we move on to Chapter 7. Demon Pilgrimage Capriccio. I think that's how you say that word. Sounds like an Italian word. Got me I nearly said an Xbox trophy. A PlayStation trophy. Just boosting my gamer cred slowly but surely.
Well, we know we can't believe anything you say because you just said something good about Italians.
Oh my god, are you gonna go on your anti-Italian spiel?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the crisp down. I'm gonna explain about the Italians.
Alright, if you're Italian and watching this, enjoy.
Right, first of all, right, you put fucking cheese on everything. And what is cheese? Cheese is basically just mouldy milk. Just stale, gone hard, smelly milk. So you've gone, I've made something nice. Let's put stale milk on it. Let's grate it so you can't escape it.
But if you're gonna just dismiss cheese as a concept of stale milk, by calling it stale milk, at that point you may as well just be calling it stardust. Like, oh, I'm just going to eat me some delicious stardust to fuel my stardust body. That's, you know?
But it's not just the cheese. It's like when they made, for example, pizza, or when they make pasta. I'll get to pasta in a second. But they look at it and go, you know, let's just put these green leaves on it. Let's bring some colour to it because all our food looks extremely bland and it's usually just one colour. So you had to add leaves to it. Pasta itself, pasta is a con. Like, it's like an absolute con. Like, anyone who buys pasta, you're just falling into the Italian's trap thinking that there's a difference. You look at it and go like, oh, but this one's curly, this one's straight, this one's long. No, it's the same ingredients, it's the same thing. Just because it's a different shape doesn't mean it's a different pasta. They're all the same.
Okay.
Pizza is the fucking stupidest food in the world.
I am going to fight you. We are going to fight. Go on.
Pizza is like someone went, oh, I'm going to make a loaf of bread. Oh, fuck it. Let's just leave it flat. Let's just do it like this. What we do? Oh, we put tomatoes on everything. Fuck it. Just throw that on it. Oh, we got some stale milk. Throw that on it. Are we going to put it in an oven? No. Let's put it on a really, really hot stone and just stick it next to a fire. Your stone-baked pizzas. There. Doesn't that just sound fucking ridiculous?
But it tastes so good.
And then you got your calzones.
Okay, that is dumb. That is just a folded pizza. I'm not going to pretend that isn't dumb, okay?
And then the evolved version of a calzone.
The evolved form of calzone.
Is your fucking ravioli.
Well, that's pasta. With meat in it.
Someone's
not even bread.
Someone's gone, oh, I want to make a calzone because I'm shit at making pizzas. And then they've gone, oh, I've got no bread. Let's use pasta instead.
Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in your Italian food rant for a moment. So you know Lucemon, he has like, to make him digivolve, you basically have to raise his stats to impossible levels that you can't do manually.
Yep.
Or to have gotten him in the first place to do that. To get to his mega form, you have to raise different stats. You have to EV drain him in different stats, but you can't because you've already allotted your points. So you have to start lowering his stats with those patches I just bought. Lower the stats that you've been raising for him, then put him on the farm to raise different stats in order for him to hit that threshold to evolve into his mega. So yeah, that's a bit of a ball ache. But one mega that I am going to digivolve into, even though I have no fucking clue what it's going to be, is this thing. Here we go.
You should know, you edited this.
I mean, I didn't when I recorded it. Boltmon. That's a Frankenstein. That's a big dang Frankenstein right there.
Frankenstein was the scientist.
Before you get all fucking pedant with me. Before you get pedant with me, the monster is his son. Hey, what do you inherit from your father? Their fucking surnames. He's also the monster.
Frankenstein was his first name.
No, it wasn't. It's his surname.
No, it wasn't.
Victor von Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's his first name.
Victor is his first name. Frankenstein is his surname, which is
No,
the
Frankenstein
monster.
is part of his first name.
It is not. You are incorrect. You're wrong. Also, a hot dog is a sandwich. Fuck you. This is where we've ended up. This is where the discourse has led us. This is where it was going the whole time.
But you agree with what I say about the Italians and their food is disgusting.
I don't agree with many things that you say, but I am more than happy to allow you to express them on a major platform where others may be influenced by you.
I hope to start a revolution.
I am becoming part of the problem. I'm complicit in that, at least. Alrighty, so here we are in a new dungeon. We've got a new mechanic to play with, copy and pasty, so we get to do ourselves some of that.
But being a Buddhist, I'm going to say something to offset my bad karma right now.
Yes, go on.
People from the Republic of Czech have really clean feet.
Why? What?
That's a fact.
Okay, good for them. Well done, Czech people, with your good, clean feet. All right, so this whole mission is us basically trying to find a lead with this stolen Digimon medal. So here's this shady-looking guy, and we are going to interrogate him, see if we can figure out who the thief is. Even though we're not really good at interrogating. I don't give info on customers. Client trust is everything.
At least he's got morals.
Yeah, he's got some morals behind him. For some reason, he's misheard me saying Cyber Sleuth. There we go. Let's clear that up. Not sure what that bit was. And, just name-dropping Old Man Matayoshi. Which apparently gives us enough sway to, win this guy over. My detective agency is a secret weapon. Not a very good secret weapon if you tell people that, but okay. It's not really that secret anymore.
It's like James Bond being a secret agent. Tells every woman he goes...
Literally everyone he's an agent. Yeah, he's the worst, really. In many ways, James Bond is the worst.
I am the 7th most secret man in the world.
And you would never know if I had just told you. Also, I'm walking around this, developing nation in a fucking suit. So I stick out like a sore thumb wherever I go. You know, like a spy would.
Oh, there's a woman with breasts. Yep, I'm gonna have that.
Yes, please. Thank you. And it's good to know that we could just name drop Matayoshi and it makes people quiver in fear. So there we go.
Speaking of which, that reminds me, I've considered sending cigarettes to a third world nation.
Go on.
My boss, she's got involved with this charity, and we're all gonna donate. Every member of staff is all gonna put the same amount of money together, so we donate as a big group in every month to this country where there's just loads of orphans and that. I forget which ones, but they
All those orphan countries that we helped make. God.
But they've got loads of. They brought this. There was this big fundraiser, and they brought this farmland, this closing down farm, and they're going to raise the orphans there and also teach them how to do farm work and that.
Oh, that's nice.
So we're going to send money over there and that. I suggested sending shit because there is a charity here in the UK where if you get one of those big like waste like blue drums. You know like, what they dissolve the bodies in Breaking Bad. If you fill it to the top with manure and decomposing food, they will send it for free to other countries and that for farm work.
Oh, that's so considerate. That's the most considerate possible way to send a vat full of shit to anybody. You should send Vichyssoise coffee. That sounds like a thing that they'd like over there. Delicious Vichyssoise coffee.
But I suggested if we can't send the shit, we need to send cigarettes. Because then they trade that for protection, you know, and influence and that's how they get their commissary. And then my boss said, Dan, that's prison. I was like,
God. Here we are, just steamrolling our way through Kowloon level 4 now. The guy that we're looking for is in here somewhere. Look at fucking Lucimon's level at this point. I've raised that small boy up to be very strong. As you have to do, you literally have to do in order to get him to his mega level.
He's still not hot though.
He's still not hot. But again, Dan, stop, you know, wait, patience. The boy may become hot in time, and I know how bad that sounds now that I've allowed it to leave my mouth. But you will see, I promise.
What's with all those brushes and combs? Grooming kit? What?
No! Oh, no. I'm stepping away from this whole thing now. Walked right into that. Okie dokie, so...
Yeah, let's just drop that joke.
Now we're thinking about it, it's really bad, isn't it?
I'm gonna go back to my crisps now. Would you like some bacon bites?
I might as well fucking eat a bacon bite. Who cares at this point? That's some good bacon bite. That is delicious.
Yet they're suitable for vegetarians.
There's no bacon in them. They're bullshit bites is what they are, but hey.
I've got a theory
good.
that every meat is actually suitable for vegetarians.
Alright, now, you're gonna have to do some real mental gymnastics to sway me on this one.
Let's take a cow, for example, is beef, yeah?
Yeah?
Now, a cow eats grass, and they say you are what you eat. So when I eat beef, am I not eating grass?
You see, the cow eats the grass, and we eat the grass. We are all connected in the great circle of life.
It's milk, not grass juice.
What the fuck? Okay. Delicious grass juice.
And eggs. Are eggs not, you know, bird feed? It's seeds.
Oh, God. Alright, here we have a wicked maiden hacker, and you know what? I think just looking at this guy, I might be able to ascertain he might be a bit evil. I don't know what it is. I think it might be the mask. You know, the happy clown star Pearl from Steven Universe mask. That mask.
It just looks like Batman from the side, doesn't it?
I mean, oh yeah, look, I say Pearl, but actually, yeah, it could be Batman as well. Like, if you put a line from the point of the Batman nose and pulled it down, you'd have a very happy Batman with a big smile on his face, like, yeah. In fact, the more I look at it, it could be like Batman and the Joker, like, entwined. Like a loving embrace.
What's an old Trevenant doing there?
It's old man Trevenant. That, you know what, Cherrymon actually is actually one of my favorite Digimon from the anime. I think it was his voice. I think I just know he just had this old man voice. It's just really adorable.
That's how I pictured the Deco Tree speaking like.
Really? You know what? I can totally see it as well, yeah. Also, he died really fucking horribly, if you remember. Like, Puppetmon just obliterated the shit out of him. It was wild.
Good times.
Good times. I'm scared to review more Digimon for VidAMs because it's going to be more copyright bullshit, I imagine, that I have to sift through for that. Boof! He just said boof. He's the only person I've ever seen aside from Vorzak who just says the word boof. It's a good word. More people should say boof. Alright. Oh, that's the first time we've heard someone go boof. What a splendid experience for you. This game occasionally gets very funny out of nowhere, and I don't know why.
Boof is a censored version of a queef.
version of. Where it's like, instead of a fart noise, it's like a high-pitched beeping sound.
Yeah.
Oh wait, fuck, we have to cancel this mission. What? Okay.
Because of the queef.
The booth just bit us all off. Alright, we have to go on a hard detour now because something more important has cropped up. Sorry, you incompetent businessman. This is far more important than you and your stupid medal. Yeah, we're just putting all of the other shit on the back burner. We're dealing with this right now. This is some high priority mission right here. And here is Sakura's mother, who looking just as much like a stoner as her daughter does on any given moment.
I like where this is going.
Let's just get blazed with stoner mum.
MILF.
Stoner MILF. And yeah, here we go. Sakura has run away from home. Our friend Sakura, who we were like, you know, doing a mission for her not too long ago. Well, it wasn't for her, but it was to raise money for a present for her. So, yeah, she's just gone and disappeared.
Oh, that'll teach her.
For what?
Having a stoner mum.
Ah, that was her fault, clearly.
Yeah.
Darn stoners. No, I didn't realise he had such a hard anti-weed platform. Where is this coming from?
Because I have a tortoise now.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, so you just... I don't like stoners anymore. I've got a pet tortoise.
Yeah. So last week David came and helped me buy a tortoise.
Yep. He is very cute. It's a very cute
I'll
tortoise.
put a picture of him on screen now.
Here we go. There's the boy. There is Vincent.
Yep. We called him Vincent because, you know, all the Ninja Turtles are named after painters, so Vincent for Vincent van Gogh.
There we go.
Because I is intelligent.
He's a smart boy. Also, turtles and tortoises are close enough.
Because idiots like you keep getting them mixed up.
I do, honestly. So yeah. Oh, hello. Look who's on the TV.
Jimmy Kid on TV.
How else are you gonna clarify that he hasn't just walked into the room?
Why does it not? Why doesn't every character just have, like, in the room? Standing in front of me.
Kyoko in front of me. Matayoshi in the back. Grumpily. Alright, so Jimmy Ken is doing some kind of weird broadcast right now. I mean, obviously he's just playing music as he is wont to do, which, you know, is what he's famous for, but something odd about this broadcast.
If there was a live action version of this, I'd want Jimmy Ken to be played by Danny Sexbang.
Yeah, I can see that, actually. 100% I can see that. Alright, so...
And Kyoko played by Jontron.
just the Game Grumps reunion. There we go. I actually don't think I want to see her as Jontron. Yeah, that's not the best mental image. Okay, so something's going down. Can you figure out what it is?
The camel's back?
No. This is what happens when you jump into a conversation without context and just try and figure out what everyone's talking about. There's something going on with the video, and Sakura's disappeared. And you know Sakura's a big fan of Jimmy Ken, so... she was the one who introduced us to Jimmy Ken in the first place, before Nokia came along and went on about how much she liked him as well, so... Any idea?
We'll find out. I'm just reading what's on screen.
I'm helping!
Stay calm and wait at home.
Alright, well... I like this moment where Kuremi's like, don't worry, I'll drop you off home. You just want to show off your sick sports car to Stoner MILF, don't you? She's like, oh, hell yeah. You get to see my sweet whip. Alright, so
yeah, the reason I'm against weed is because tortoises like to eat weeds, so I want all the weeds.
All the weeds are for me. No, don't give marijuana to your tortoise, Dan. I'm going to say that up front. Don't do that.
Mate, he is so chill most of the time already. He doesn't need it.
Doesn't need weeds.
But dandelions or anything, he loves it.
Oh, bless him. That's adorable.
And then when you scrub him with a toothbrush under his belly, he kicks because it tickles him.
Oh,
It's like rubbing a dog's belly.
that's very adorable. All right, so here's a little bit of backstory for Masayoshi. So why do they have it out for Kamishiro so bad? Aside from the fact that Kamishiro are the fucking worst. So I had ideals, I had a partner, and Kamishiro took all of that from me. So yeah, Kamishiro killed her father, which is like, wow.
Well, that'll teach him.
That'll teach him for investigating them and exposing all the fucked up shit they do.
When you ever hear any bad news or sad news, just respond and go, well, that'll teach him.
Because it always just makes you come off like the most callous person. Jesus.
Like, a woman at work, she was telling me that like when her daughter fell down the stairs and she actually broke her leg seriously. And I went, well, that'll teach her.
That's bad. How did she respond to that?
She was like, okay, thanks, Dan. She did learn not to do that again. I guess you're right, but
A little bit of passion, a little bit of empathy would be nice. A little, yeah, just a smidgen, a touch.
I remember when she was telling me, and she was saying like, oh, and she was telling me about her son. I won't say his name. And I went,
Protect the innocent.
and I was like, who's that? She went, my son. I went, you got a son? She went, you know I've got 2 kids. I thought you got 2 girls. She goes, no, I've got 1 of each. And I went, are you sure? And she went, yes, Dan. I took note of what they were when they came out of me, she said.
Are you sure?
I don't know why I felt a question whether she knew or not.
Just had to double check. Might be a girl, we don't know that. Might grow up to be a girl. Might. might being the key word. I'm not gonna just prescribe a gender to the child, but yeah. Well, anyway. Here we are, chatting with Nokia about Jimiken. Nokia's kind of put off by him, understandably, since the last time we all met, he kind of proved himself to be the fucking worst.
Oh, do you want to hear a funny story about my tortoise?
Go on.
So, when we picked him up last week, my parents went away. My parents only found out I was getting a tortoise when they got home yesterday. And they saw I already got one. Even though before they went, they said, you're not having one, we ain't got room, you know, just no. And then I went out and got one the next day.
There you go.
And my dad's wanted a tortoise for a long time. So he's a little bit jealous that I got one, and also a little bit mad that I got one.
Yeah.
And he looked at him, and he kept wanting to like fuss him and that, but didn't want to show that he liked him. And I looked at my dad and I said, Dad, when you're a little bit older and you seem a bit more responsible, we'll talk about getting you one. I said, but I want to see that you can act in a mature adult way, a responsible way. And that's just not the sort of thing you say to your own parent.
Yeah, did he probably get very miffed at you for that?
He just looked at me and went, I'm gonna fucking hit you, Dan.
I mean, yeah. That sounds like that sounds like what he would say. Yeah. Damn.
I just laughed my ass off when I did that.
Just winding up your dad.
It's almost as good as the time when the internet cuts out and Dad's Fire Stick don't work, and I go, Dad, when I was little, we didn't have internet. Count yourself lucky. And he just looks at, he knows I'm right, but he hates it.
God damn it. Alright, so, obviously, Sakura's gone and disappeared. We're gonna just let Ryota know, and Ryota, being Ryota, is gonna act quite brashly about this. Yeah, he's not gonna take this news well, since he does have a crush on her, so, yeah.
Who doesn't?
What, the stoner girl?
Yeah.
I don't think that any other character has expressed interest in her outside of him.
I thought our main character did.
No, he didn't. I think they're just friends. I think our main character, considering that you can also play as either gender, and your sexuality, I guess it's just up to you, the player. Your character doesn't really show any sexual interest in anyone. I guess you just have to prescribe that yourself as a player. You decide that.
I'm off to Reddit then.
There we go. Is it the deeper Reddit lore of Takumi?
No, I hate Reddit. Absolutely hate it.
I'm ambivalent about Reddit because I don't read it. I don't know anything about it, frankly.
I will sit when I'm bored or at work, you know, and don't feel like doing anything. I would just type questions into Google. Like random questions.
Okay.
And then it usually leads me to Reddit, and then I read the comments, and I'm like, you know what, you lot are a bunch of scumbags. I'm going to go back and check different websites.
There we go.
And then realise the world is scum, and everyone in it is scum, and fuck you, and then I'm going to go back to work. That's what I do.
There we go. That's your own version of doom scrolling, right? Just go on the internet, ask a random question, and get annoyed. There we are. Okay, I saw a forum post recently that absolutely annoyed the shit out of me. So I was having a problem with Sony Vegas for a good while, where my video files that I imported would start having little audio cracks in them that weren't in the base file. So I typed in, basically just into Google, like, how do you fix this issue in Vegas? First one I saw was a forum post from 2010, and someone specifically said, oh, I reported the exact same problem I was having. They were like, oh yeah, no, I'm having this issue where I'm getting audio cracks and it's not in the base file. And Mr. fucking... I can't remember his name, but he was a dick, comes along. Second post in this forum thread, and he says, actually, I'm not having this problem myself, so clearly this is a problem on your end. You're doing something wrong. Maybe you're accidentally breaking the audio file up yourself, and that's the problem. And it's like, that is the least helpful thing you could possibly do.
Yeah,
to someone being like, hey, I have this issue, to go up and be like, well, I don't have this issue, so you're lying, or it's your fault. Like, what the fuck? Like, ban that person off the forum, because now, not only is he being a dick to that person, but he's incidentally being a dick to me, because I'm also having the fucking problem, and it wasn't my fault.
Oh,
anyway,
it's the type of guy who, like, you'd see him in A&E, and then, like, a child is rushed in with the mother, and, like, the kid's been hit by a car, and a guy goes, and, you know, the type of guy goes, yeah, but this kid who only just came in, I came in an hour ago with a headache, and this child's come in with a bleeding brain. I was here first. You know, it's that sort of guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and I was just so bloody annoyed. Okay, so... here we are, all entering the datascape to try and get to the bottom of this whole Jimmy Ken bullshit, which it turns out is actually subliminal messaging. He put a subliminal message in his video, and it basically is telling all of his fans to come visit me in the Digiscape, and we shall all do dark culty shit together. So
isn't that what Lieutenant Smash did with Bart?
Yeah, Yvonne Netniarch, 100%, yeah. That's basically what Jimmy Ken is doing. So, yeah,
I do like subliminal messaging. I think it's a great...
You like it as a concept? It's highly unethical, is the thing.
I think if used correctly, it'd be really, really helpful to the world.
Well, like putting positive affirmations, like just subliminal in there. I mean, you're not legally allowed to put them into things anymore, so yeah.
Oh, you should be able to.
You shouldn't. Because it's very exploitable.
Yeah, but it's like when you see like a bottom of like a Pepsi lid and it just says recycle me, and it's like, well, first of all I get annoyed because I'm like, don't fucking tell me what to do. So I want a subliminal message to remind me to recycle
Please
things.
recycle things. I mean, it's so easy for that power to be used for evil, though. It's so easy for that power to be used for evil, like...
Yeah, but...
advertisers, like, just imagine advertisers with free reign to subliminally message everything and everything, like, fuck. In fact, you know what? They literally did before. That is why subliminal messaging is now illegal.
Yeah, well, here's a subliminal message. On the front of most foods, it says about how much fat, saturated sugar, and salt is in it.
That's not subliminal, you can read it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to know this shit. I don't want to feel bad when I eat it, when it's full of...
That's not what a subliminal message is.
I want it to be subliminal.
Yeah, oh, you want it subliminal, so you can...
You know, a bit like a drug dealer. Instead of someone coming up to me, instead of someone saying to me like, "Oi, fatty, that's fatty food, that is, those bacon bites," I want someone to come up to me like all dodgy in like a trench coat and go, like, nudge me and go like, "Mate, it's a bit bad for your health." And I'll go like, "Right, cool. Who the fuck are you?"
And then he flashes you. By the way, I know that this thug right here who's bullying our friend comes at me all threatening, and then Lucifer just blows him to fuck in one hit.
I like how we saw the planet Sun in the middle of that.
Fuck off, The sun is not a planet!
The sun is a planet!
Stop that! Jesus Christ!
To understand this joke, please watch a different series.
Go watch episode 12 of the classic console conquest. Enjoy! Alright, let's get this guy. Let's threaten to murder this guy. Oh, Agumon's gonna fuck you up. So's Gabumon. They're gonna fuck you up real bad. Let's just do a good old-fashioned shakedown, why don't we? Hand it over, now. I like to think he's putting on like an edgy voice for this. Trying to sound cool, while he's like doubled over and barely breathing.
Or he's just mumbling.
Did it. Oh, fuck. Oh, that the guy in the mask, you mean to be like that? That's not going to be my headcanon that every single person in this game who wears a mask is completely inaudible. Alright, I've beaten them at their own game. I'll play you next time! Alright, so what is it that Ryota came here for and got the shit kicked out of him for? Here, Takumi, take this. This important data. And here we go, we can now find the demon's hideout and rescue Sakura. Thank you, Ryota, for coming here and getting the shit kicked out of you. Ryota! Oh, this account is falling apart.
Wouldn't you just Google where their hideout is?
Oh, that's encrypted, I'm going to assume. You can't, it's not going to be publicly available. It's on the dark web, so...
It's like how you go on like Google Maps and you just put Area 51. Done.
It's right there. By the way, I do like this scene that they're like playing it up as really dramatic, like it's a death scene. It's just his account's getting deleted. He could just make a new one. Yeah, they even bring it up here. They're like, why are they acting like this? It's just an account.
I remember when my first YouTube channel got deleted.
Oh, bless you. How did you feel?
All my Spider-Man 3 music videos were deleted.
No, those were great. Oh, I like. So this bit here is like, why are they acting like that? Because they're teenage boys. Just let them have their fun. That conversation goes on a little bit more, and then she starts talking about high school sickness, which is like a Japanese phenomenon, and I even now can't quite remember what it is. It was a lot of fluff. I cut it all out. So I cut out a lot. But Dan, look at this. It's your favorite Digimon, or one of them at least. Yo, here's Flamedramon. We've not been able to digivolve into this because we don't have the Digi-Egg of Courage, so now we can. And fuck, you know, for champion or an armored Digivolve Digimon.
What level are they? Are they champion, aren't they?
We brought it up before, so Flamedramon, you can no longer Digivolve, obviously, but he is as powerful as champion, basically. Whereas Magnadramon is about as powerful as an ultimate. So at the end of the day, they're not really that worth it. As great as they are as Digimon, like, by this point in the game, maybe not average player, but most players will have, like, ultimates and megas ready by here. So, yeah, Flamedramon doesn't really serve that much of a purpose. Other than just, like, completing your Digi-Dex.
I remember years ago going into Woolworths on a Saturday morning, and I was allowed... I had £10 pocket money and I could afford one Digimon that was one of the Digi-Eggs that change into the eggs.
Oh, 100%, yeah, that's rad. Okay.
And they had all of them.
Fuck.
Every one of them. And I got Flamedramon, because I thought it was the coolest. Went back the next week with my £10 pocket money, because my mum used to give me £2 a day for school and I wouldn't eat lunch, so I just had £10 every week.
Yep, as you do.
Went back, Flamedramon was the only egg they had.
Fuck.
And then I never got another Digi-Egg for like 2 or 3 years until I saw one in the back of a shop, like second-hand. I was like, I'm having those.
You know you could just buy them all, well not right now, you're struggling for cash, but you could buy them all off of like Amazon now. Nothing's... just reach for the phone! Get them right the fuck now! Dan, you're short of cash! No! You just bought toys!
I don't know what he Digivolves into!
Fucking Ankylomon, apparently. Wait, no, it's Armadillomon. Armadillos aren't tortoises. Nor are they turtles. Anyway, we got the Digi-Egg of Courage by beating that guy. He was a little trickier than I thought he would be, but we got him. And, yeah, with that, we can now get our own Flame Dramon, and of course I'm going to do that. Because why would I not? Anyway,
okay, this is cool.
Oh.
There's a duck you can put in the bath. That's a water timer and a thermometer.
That is nothing to do with Digimon. Why are you looking that up on Amazon?
I put Digi-Egg in.
Oh, right. Okay. Why did that give you a duck then?
That was the first thing.
Oh, it's fucking Amazon's advertising. Okay, right. That explains it. Can you find the Digi-Egg? Can you find the Digi-Egg?
Let's put Digimon egg, see what that comes
Go for it, there you go. Meanwhile, here he is. Here's that boy. We've got one for ourselves. He's, again, just champion level, so he's all right. That's it. That's the most you could say for him. Not really worth keeping when megas are a thing. But he doesn't take up much party space, so if you just want, you know, someone just to fit in your team just as an extra body, he's good for that.